This is the forgotten tape. Our story begins with four friends, Jake, Mia, Ryan, and Lisa, all popular YouTubers looking to make it big. They decide to break into the abandoned Blackwood asylum, a creepy place shut down after some seriously messed up experiments. They split up to search, and in one of the rooms, Lisa finds a dusty old computer. Nearby, Jake discovers an old VHS tape hidden under a pile of decaying files. As they leave the asylum, something scurries across the floor, but they all ignore it, assuming it's just a rat. Back at Jake's place, they decide to watch the tape, which turns out to be a recording of Blackwood's former patients being tortured by a deranged doctor known only as Dr. Veles. As the friends watch, they notice that their images are being recorded on the screen. Veles suddenly stops, turns around and stares directly into the camera. "You weren't supposed to see this," he says in a raspy voice before the screen cuts to black. The next day, everything seems normal until Ryan's TV turns on by itself. Confused, he gets up to change the channel, but he can't. It's stuck on the same recording of Dr. Veles. Just then, the room's lights flicker and Ryan steps closer to the TV, as if drawn to it like a moth to a flame. His reflection winks at him from the screen. Ryan reaches out to touch it, but then he vanishes. His friends arrive soon after, but there's no sign of Ryan or any struggle. His phone is later found in the woods nearby, still recording. The last thing heard on the tape is a raspy whisper that says, "He's coming for you next." The friends are shaken, but they can't stop thinking about what happened to Ryan. And to put their minds at ease, they decide to watch the tape again. But this time, when they rewind it, it shows Ryan walking toward the TV. At first, they think it's a trick of the light, but then they realize it's his reflection. And as they watch in horror, he disappears into the screen. Lisa tries to convince herself that it's all just a coincidence, but when she looks in the mirror, she sees the doctor smiling back at her. Terrified, she grabs the tape and runs to the bathroom to try to destroy it. But when she comes back, it's sitting on the table right where she left it. She screams and hides in the closet until Mia arrives. But when she opens the door, the tape is gone. Then it reappears in the VCR, rewinding itself. And when it reaches the end, it starts playing again, showing Ryan disappearing into the television. Mia screams and runs away, leaving Lisa alone with the tape. That night, she hears a knock at the door, and when she opens it, there's a bouquet of flowers with a note attached. "I was wondering when you'd join us," it reads. Shaken, she closes the door and hides. But when she looks in the mirror, she sees the doctor standing behind her. "You shouldn't have watched," he says. Lisa screams, but nobody's there. Then she notices her reflection is missing from the mirror. With a start, she realizes that she's trapped in the tape. The next morning, Jake and Mia arrive at Lisa's house, worried that she hasn't been answering her phone. When they enter, they find it empty. On the table, they find the bouquet of flowers and the note. Jake feels responsible for what happened to his friends and vows to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, trapped inside the tape, Lisa finds herself in a dark, dank basement with Ryan and Mia. They don't remember how they got there, but they're desperate to escape. "We need to get out of here before it's too late," she says. Back in the real world, Jake discovers a clue, a scribbled note in Lisa's diary mentioning a secret passage behind the fireplace. He calls Mia to tell her what he found, but when she picks up, she sounds distant. "What?" he asks. "Are you okay?" "Of course," she says, her voice flat. "Just a little tired." Then she hangs up. Jake knows something isn't right, so he heads over to Mia's house. He finds it empty, but he does discover a secret passage behind the fireplace leading to a hidden room. Inside, he finds old medical equipment and a journal belonging to Dr. Veles. According to the journal, the doctor conducted illegal lobotomies on his patients. But when they started to exhibit strange powers, he kept them locked away in the basement. Meanwhile, Mia finds herself face to face with Dr. Veles. "You shouldn't have come here," he says. "Now you'll never leave." Before she can respond, he injects her with a syringe filled with a glowing green liquid. Then he turns his attention to Ryan and Lisa. In the other room, Jake continues searching for a way out when he hears a scream. He rushes to the sound and finds a loose floorboard. Underneath, he discovers a set of stairs leading down into the darkness. Back in the hidden room, Mia begins to transform. Her eyes turn black and she grows sharp teeth. Suddenly, she lunges for Dr. Veles, knocking him to the ground. In the struggle that ensues, he stabs her with a pair of scissors, but it doesn't seem to affect her. With a final bite, she drains the life out of Dr. Veles. In the basement, Jake finds Ryan and Lisa chained to the wall. "Let's get out of here," he says, unlocking the chains. But as they make their way to the stairs, they hear a noise behind them. Turning around, they see Mia advancing toward them. "Run," she hisses, her eyes glowing red. They run as fast as they can, but Mia is too quick. She catches up to Lisa and bites her on the neck. Then she turns her attention to Jake, who stabs her with a pair of scissors in the exact same spot where Veles stabbed her. But instead of weakening her, it seems to make her stronger. Enraged, she knocks him to the ground and prepares to deliver the final blow. But before she can do it, she disappears. Trapped in the tape, Jake finds himself face to face with Ryan. "It's over," Ryan says, his eyes glowing red. "Join us." Jake refuses and attacks, but Ryan is too powerful. He knocks Jake to the ground and prepares to drain him of his life force. Suddenly, the tape stops and the two are freed from the basement. But when they look around, they find themselves trapped in a dark room. "Where are we?" Jake asks. "I don't know," Ryan replies, his voice sounding distant. "But I think we're inside the tape." Suddenly, the room begins to collapse, sending the two spiraling through a vortex of colors and images. When they finally come to a stop, they find themselves in a police evidence locker. "We're free," Jake says, collapsing to his knees. But then they notice a familiar VHS tape sitting on a shelf above them. It's the same tape that started this nightmare. As they watch in horror, the faces of the missing appear on the screen, trapped forever in the tape. Suddenly, the TV flickers on and the friends are seen sitting in a circle watching the tape. The two remaining friends, Mia and Lisa, are nowhere to be found. And that is the end of the forgotten tape. Thank you for watching. If you like this story, please subscribe for more content like this. Bye.